Hello, my name is Lucky, and I work for the #1 photo company in Times Square, timesphoto.com. Today we're going to be covering some design story techniques and tactics you can use on the street when selling your designs. We have to ask ourselves 3 very important questions. Number 1, why do we need a design story? Number 2, how is this going to make us more money? And number 3, what are you going to save by creating a design story? Let's enter the program. Okay, great. So now we've entered the program. First, let's make a design by selecting our first picture. Great. Now let's select a second picture so we can create the design. Great. Now, if you can see on the bottom, I've annotated 3 techniques that you can use when creating a design. Design number 1 is stating the obvious. What you see is what you get. Okay, the way I would explain this story to this customer would be, you guys are standing in Times Square. You're also in the billboard. This design was created on 45th Street and 7th Avenue. This is one of my favorite places of hanging out in Times Square. Okay, now that we've stated the obvious, let's go ahead and attach the design on a cultural level, which is technique number 2. By attaching something on a cultural level, you're establishing common ground. Once again, let's select the pictures. Okay. So here's design number 2. And we're going to use technique number 2. Some history in Times Square would be that this is the 42nd Street Theater, the American Airlines Theater, that is now currently playing a Broadway show. However, in 1977, this was called the Wall, where a lot of people came to take pictures back in the day, so to speak. So a great way to attach on a cultural level this design to a story would be, I remember when my father and my mother used to come down here and take pictures right here in front of this wall. Isn't it great that you guys had the same opportunity? Let's move on to technique number 3. Use your imagination. A design story truly has no limits. Okay, I would say, you guys seem to be such a wonderful couple that your hearts represent both the fire and the ice in your relationship. Isn't it wonderful how our city has such a great way of establishing love, connections all over, meaning that you guys will be in love forever. Okay, so let's review. Design story techniques. Technique number 1, stating the obvious. What you see is what you get. Technique number 2, attaching the design on a cultural level and establishing common ground. Technique number 3, use your imagination. A design story truly has no limits. Okay, thank you very much for listening to my techniques, and I hope that you guys can apply them on the street. You guys have a good night. Thank you, and goodbye.